What's up, YouTube? It's Mike from Team Tonys coming at you with my OTK explanation. As promised to you in my regional recap for Evols, I told you there are two ways to OTK in Evols. There's a 2-card OTK involving Tour Guide and Westlow. There's a 3-card OTK involving Westlow, Ninjasho, and Evo Force. So for both these OTKs, you're going to need an Evil Sword in your grave. Either Diplo or Pelta will do. But for the 2-card OTK, you can also have Serato. For this OTK, you cannot. Anyway, let's get into the OTKs. I'll go for this one first. So for this OTK, you'll need either Evil Sword in the Grave, so for this opinion say Diplo, because you usually go for Diplo first or in a pop back row. Let's say Diplo. So you set this, you set your Westlow, you use your in hand. You set any back row you have. For this example, we'll say you have a D Prison, which you dualitied. And they know this is a Westlow because you used Evo variants to get it. So they're probably not going to attack you realistically. Mainly because they don't want their Evol effect to get off or their card to be deprisoned, either one. So your turn comes along, you're going to flip Westlow, you're going to grab Evil Sword Volcano. His effect is going to activate to grab Evil Sword Diplo from your grave, and you're going to overlay. You're going to grab Wind Up Zenmeister, detach, Diplo, send it to the graveyard to set Westlow. Now you're going to set your Evil Town Ninjasho. And you're going to use Evo Force on Ninjasho, send them both to the graveyard. To grab Volcano, number 2, and Serato, number 1. Volcano's effect is going to kick in to grab the Pelta, and you're going to overlay Diplo and Volcano for Papal Imperative. Papal Imperative is going to detach Diplo again, send it to the grave, to flip Evil Town Westlow, and Westlow grabs the Serato. That is 8,600 attack, if you calculate it all. I'm not sure you will, but that's 8,600 on board, and it's a 3-card OTK if your opponent has no monsters. Now, if they have monsters, you can just swing with the Seratos, get some searches for your more Westlows and Ninjashos, and then the main phase 2, overlay for Lagia or Dolka. Either of these two. And then you can do the loop again next turn by resetting Ninjasho and just reflipping. You don't even need Papalo, and Papalo just anti-stuns your opponent. So this OTK, even if it doesn't OTK, it's still going to put massive just aggro on your opponent, and they're going to be under a lot of pressure. So that's one way to OTK with Evols. Now, let's get into the other one. 1 second, guys, I just have to put all the cards back. Okay, for this OTK, you're going to need Westlow and Tour Guide with any Evil Sword in the Grave. For this example, we'll use Diplo again. Because Diplo is a good card. So, to start off, we're going to set our Westlow and any backer we have, and we're going to pass turn. Our opponent's going to summon, say, reversing Dino Rabbit, and they summon, let's say, Sabersaurus. I don't know. It's just an example, guys. So, they attack into your card. It's a Westlow. They're like, oh, it's a Westlow. Oh, derp. So now you're going to grab Volcano and Diplo, and you're going to negate whatever else attacks they do. So then they pass turn, and you go. You overlay Diplo and Volcano for Zenmeister. Now I know what you guys are saying, this is the Zenmeister loop. Yeah, with my own twist on it. So you're going to detach Diplo from Zenmeister to flip Westlow. You reflip Westlow, grab Volcano number 2 from your deck, grab Diplo again. You overlay these for Lagia or Dolka, depending on the situation. If your opponent has a back row still, and they haven't used it to stop your combos yet, I would go for Lagia. If they have no back row, and no monsters on field, and they have cards in hand, I would go for Dolka. So for this scenario, we'll use Lagia. Since I said they had a Sabersaurus. So you have Lagia. Now you're going to normal summon Tour Guide. Tour Guide searches Tour Guide. You overlay the second Tour Guide with Westlow. Since that cannot be used as a synchro material. Actually, that can be. Whatever. But that doesn't matter in Evols. So you overlay those two. Oh my god, where's my Evil? Oh, for Giga Brilliant. So Giga Brilliant is now going to detach, I don't know, Westlow. Doesn't really matter at this point. And you have game on board. 8,600 again. 13. Tour Guide has 13. Zenmeister has 25. Number 20, Giga Brilliance, has 21, and Lagia has 27. And if you don't OTK this turn, then you're definitely going to do massive damage. You put lots of pressure on your opponent, because next turn you have a 3,000 Lagia, 24, 28, and 16 Tour Guide. 1,600 Tour Guide, who knew? So, those are the two OTKs. So, I hope